Alrighty, folks. One of the things that you see each week is the one and only Millennial Mike. He gets to go through our comments and pull out the spicy questions and the well thought out ones, and he peppers me. But something I haven't done lately, and I'm remiss, is get him to contribute content because I think he brings so much value to the story and is a big contributor, one rental at a time. So, thank you, buddy. Thank you for being here today.
Happy to do it. Thanks for the call.
So, the first thing I want to talk about with you today is obviously Millennial Mike. You are a millennial. I think there is a lot of kind of, I don't know, media attention. A lot of folks kind of attacking millennials for being lazy and quiet quitting and, all of these things. That is not who you are. I don't know if the media is wrong. I don't know if you're unique. But what I see in you is somebody who makes decisions quickly, somebody who commits, somebody who acknowledges they don't know everything and they go deeper and they try to network, and you take action. So I want to know what makes Millennial Mike tick, because apparently it's different than a lot of people.
uh, that's actually a very interesting question. And I think honestly, people should ask that about themselves all the time. Like, why am I doing what am I doing? What made me have the desire, the drive, the urge to reach for financial freedom, to have the audacity to think that I could have my own YouTube channel and, gain success, to be a police officer and a SWAT officer, like all these different things that I've done. What is the drive behind it? And I always joke that it was just the perfect amount of childhood trauma mixed with like neglect and abandonment issues, and that just put me right over the edge. If it was a little too much, I would have ended up in jail, or not enough, I would have been an entitled bum. So somehow we rode that line perfectly. But that's just the joke. That's what I say because I don't actually want to have a conversation and go deeper. It's interesting. I'm the oldest of 6 kids. And the siblings are like 2 years younger, than 2 years younger, than 2 years younger. We all had the same childhood. We all had similar experiences, but we've all led very different lives. So is it completely a product of our environment? Well, we were in the same environment. Why did we choose differently? Is it purely, are you just born with it? People here say that all the time. Some people are born a leader or born different or born older. Maybe there's a component of that that's true about people. I don't know. I'd like to think in my own life, really what I think of is when I was the oldest kid growing up in a very poor family. We grew up on Section 8. We had food stamps, multiple different fathers in and out of the house, or no male figure in and out of the house. I did not like being poor. And I saw it as my responsibility to my siblings. Like, I don't want to be poor. I don't want them to be poor. I got my first job at McDonald's at 14, making $5.25 an hour, which was the federal minimum wage at the time, so that I could buy school supplies for me and my siblings. I just hated being poor, not being able to go to soccer camp, not having the video game systems my friends did, never, always having to have hand-me-down clothes. And so I guess that lit a fire under me to want more and do better. And I know there's a lot of people in my generation that came from similar backgrounds. There's lots of hardworking millennials. I've interviewed many on my channel. You've had people on your channel. But there's also a bunch of deadbeat bums. And I think it comes to 2 things. I thank God every day for the horrible background and childhood that I had by conventional standards. But in my opinion, it was a wonderful childhood. In my opinion, it was the motivating factor and drive I needed. The last thing I would ever want to do would have been to be born wealthy, rich, successful, in the middle class with parents who gave me everything, because that would have crippled me like I've seen it cripple so many of my friends. So thank God I was lucky enough to be born dirt poor.
Let that sit there a minute.